Okay, this next one, I had the idea what it was about immigration. Immigration. So here again, we see that the Republicans are a lot better at rhetoric than the Democrats are. The Democrats know something's wrong and they feel something's wrong and they're like, something's wrong about this. They honestly don't have the deceptive words to make it sound okay. For instance, the Health Care Act that the Republicans are trying to pass, they would never title it honestly. It should be titled the Health Care Insurance Industry Profit Protection Act is what it should be called instead of the Health Care Act, because they're not trying to give health care to everybody. They're trying to protect the industry's profits. That's all they're trying to do. Immigration is the same way. Let me describe to you the feelings that illegal immigrants, of which I'm not, but I have had contact with many, what they go through. First of all, if they come in illegally, the Republican view, if they come in illegally, they deserve to be deported. No. I prefer to call illegal immigrants economic refugees because the other countries that they're fleeing do not have the public education system set up like we do. We're close to them, the South American and the Mexican people, but their systems are not quite like ours yet. So I view them as economic refugees. They see the lifestyle that we lead, they see the houses that we have, they see this, and they have children. And like any good parent, they want the best possible life for their children. Well, if they were to go to the legal immigration process from there, they would put their name on a list, and the list is already 11 or 12 or 13 or 25 years long, depending on where they are. They won't be approved to enter the country legally for that long. In the meantime, their babies, who they want to offer the best opportunities, grow up and move out and don't have that opportunity. Maybe when they're grown up, they put themselves on the list for legal immigration. But 25 years will pass before they'll have a chance. And so I view them as economic refugees. And you would do the same thing as they do. If you're a good parent, if you're a loving person, for your kids, you would do the same thing. You would illegally cross the border to a country that has greater economic opportunities. You would take whatever job you could get, whether it's motel room cleaning, hospital room cleaning, picking crops in the fields and traveling around. You would do whatever you had to do to keep your kids in that public school system, to give them the opportunity for college and for a good education and for all of that. You would do all of that. And yet we don't call them economic refugees. We call them illegal aliens. And that's just unkindness. That's just unkindness personified. We wouldn't have any illegal immigration if we had no jobs. So the fact that you think that they're taking your jobs, I taught in a brick and mortar where there were, kids who were with the economic refugee families and white kids. And frankly, you would ask one of the kids from Mexico, in high school, why they were so tired in class. Oh, after this, I have to go down to the dairy and I work until 11 o'clock at night, and then I have to go home and do my homework, and then I do my homework, and then I wake up at 6 in the morning to come back to school, and I've had maybe 2-3 hours, and by Friday, I'm just really tired. You ask a white kid, are you going to be picking strawberry fields this year for money? Oh no, I don't want that job. It's a stupid job. The Mexican kids, the immigrant kids, saw opportunity everywhere here. Oh, there's so many jobs. We can get a job tomorrow, or we can get 3 jobs tomorrow. They looked around and knew that there were jobs, and they were willing to do whatever job they could get. They viewed every job as an opportunity. They were hardworking. The white kids, frankly, a little lazy, a lot entitled, would rather stay home and play video games and live off their parents than do any work. That was not what I experienced with the children from immigrant families. Those parents are sacrificing their own life, the quality of their own life, taking jobs that are really hard, working their butts off every day to provide a better life for their kids. Any of us would do it. Any of us would do it. And those of us who judge them for doing it and say they should do it by legal immigration, their kids would be grown and gone by the time they finally got into the country. And the reason that they wanted to come suddenly changed. That's why they send their kids over the border without them. Is because they love them so much that they're willing to make those sacrifices. That is a community of people that we're pushing out of our country. Trump has it wrong. There may be a few bad eggs. There's a few bad eggs in every color. We've seen this past weekend in Charlottesville that we have some people who are white supremacists who are nasty, horrible people. Nazis. Ew. Why? Stupid. That's mean. God, you're awful. But these people, the people that we're pushing out of our country, come making huge sacrifices so that the lives of their children can be better. What kind of people are we that that's the choice that we're making? How do you feel Christian when you take that view? I don't know.